Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. You know I love my pets, especially my cats. And today we're talking all about the wonderful world of male cats. Now I've got a soft spot for all animals, but there's something about those tomcats that just gets me. Maybe it's their swagger, maybe it's their personality. Okay, I'll stop with the cat puns. But seriously, from their playful antics to their cuddly moments, male cats have so much to offer. So stick around as we uncover what makes these feline fellas so unique. One thing you might notice right away about male cats is that they're often bigger than their female counterparts. And I'm not just talking about their personalities. They tend to be longer, taller, and more muscular, especially as they grow up. You know how some people just have that presence about them? Well, male cats often have that same kind of energy. They strut around like they own the place with their broad shoulders and confident strides, and their faces, don't even get me started on those cheeks. They've got those big, round cheeks that just make you want to reach out and give them a squeeze. But be warned, they might just headbutt you right back. It's like they know they're handsome devils, and they're not afraid to show it. But don't let that tough exterior fool you. Underneath it all, they're just big softies. Now let's talk about territory. Male cats, especially those who haven't been neutered, can be pretty territorial. They're like, "This is my domain and don't you forget it." And how do they mark their territory, you ask? Well, let's just say they've got their own unique way of leaving their mark. And it's not always pleasant. You might find yourself saying, "What's that smell?" Let's just say, "It's not Chanel No. 5. But hey, can you blame them? They're just trying to attract a mate and show everyone who's boss. Of course, neutering can definitely help with this, and it's something every responsible cat owner should consider. But even with neutering, those territorial instincts might still pop up from time to time. It's just part of their wildcat nature. So, we've talked about how male cats can be bigger and bolder, and how they've got those strong territorial instincts. But what about their cuddly side? You might be surprised to hear that many male cats are actually big love bugs. They might have a reputation for being independent, but once they bond with you, they're all about the cuddles and affection. I've heard from so many cat owners who say their male cats are the biggest cuddle monsters they know. They'll rub up against you, purr like little motors, and demand to be petted. And who can resist that? Of course, every cat is different, just like people. But in general, male cats can be incredibly loving and affectionate companions. They just want to be close to their humans and soak up all the love they can get. Now we've got to talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the tomcat on the loose. Male cats, especially those who haven't been neutered, have a strong urge to roam. They're like little adventurers, always looking for new sights, new smells, and maybe even a new feline friend or two. But here's the thing, this adventurous spirit can sometimes get them into trouble. They might wander too far from home, get into scraps with other cats, or even find themselves in dangerous situations like traffic. That's why neutering is so important. Not only does it help with those territorial instincts we talked about, but it can also reduce their urge to roam, keeping them safer and closer to home. So if you're thinking about getting a male cat, please do them and yourself a favor and get them neutered. It's one of the best things you can do for their health and well-being. Let's be honest, cats are known for being vocal creatures. But male cats? Well, they take it to a whole other level. They're like the opera singers of the feline world, with their loud meows, yowls, and chirps. And when they want something, forget about it. They'll let you know loud and clear. Whether they're hungry, thirsty, or just want some attention, they're not afraid to use their voices to get what they want. Now, I know some people might find this a little much, but I think it's part of their charm. They're not afraid to express themselves, and they definitely keep things interesting. Plus, there's nothing quite like the sound of a happy cat purring up a storm. It's like music to my ears. Now, let's talk about how male cats interact with each other. In the wild, male cats are often solitary creatures. They're like the lone wolves of the feline world, roaming around on their own and only really coming together to mate. But here's the thing, domesticated male cats are a different story. They've been living with humans for centuries, and they've learned to adapt to our social structures. In fact, many male cats form very strong bonds with their humans and even other pets in the household. They might even become best buds with a dog. So don't believe everything you hear about male cats being solitary creatures. They're capable of forming deep, loving bonds, just like any other cat. Now, just like any other living creature, male cats have their own unique health considerations. One thing to be aware of is that they're more prone to urinary tract problems, especially if they're overweight or not drinking enough water. It's like their plumbing is a little more delicate than female cats. So it's important to make sure they're eating a healthy diet, staying hydrated, and getting regular checkups with the vet. And if you notice any changes in their litter box habits, like straining to pee or blood in their urine, don't wait. Get them to the vet right away. Trust me, it's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to our furry friends' health. Okay, it's time to address the elephant in the room. Or should I say, the myth in the litter box. There are so many misconceptions out there about male cats, and it's time to set the record straight. One of the biggest myths is that male cats are more aggressive than female cats, but that's simply not true. Just like humans, every cat has their own unique personality, and their behavior is influenced by a variety of factors, like their upbringing and environment. Another myth is that male cats are harder to train. Again, not true. Male cats can be just as intelligent and eager to please as female cats. It's all about finding the right approach and using positive reinforcement. So, let's ditch those outdated stereotypes and appreciate male cats for the wonderful, unique creatures they are. Well, there you have it, folks. We've explored the ins and outs of what makes male cats so special. From their larger-than-life personalities to their cuddly quirks, they truly are one-of-a-kind companions. So, whether your male cat is a playful goofball who loves to chase laser pointers or a laid-back lounge lizard who prefers to supervise your every move from atop a scratching post, there's no doubt that he brings joy and laughter into your life. Thanks for joining me on this feline adventure. Don't forget to give your furry friend a cuddle from me, and be sure to subscribe for more fun and informative pet content.